Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I pray that you're blessed and that everyone around you is blessed as well. I'm Tina from Tina Wonderfully Made. If you are new, welcome to the Wonderfully Made family, where we talk about books, family, faith, all that fun stuff. If you are returning, let's get into the video. It is almost February. I feel like it was just New Year's. Like how is that even happening? But here we are. I think next week's video will be my February TBR picks and just like a brief wrap up. I was watching Brindy. I'll put her info in the description. Love her down. She is one of my book besties, and I call her like sis, I call her friend, all that stuff. She was talking about on one of her videos that she posted not too long ago. She was talking about things that she was not going to do in 2026. And she had some good ideas. She was talking about like she's not going to rate books like on Goodreads, Fable, all that stuff. And she's not going to do wrap-ups. She's just going to do like reading vlogs and just talk about what she's reading and what her thoughts are, like if she finishes the book in that video. Oh, but I thought that was a brilliant idea. I do like wrap-ups, but if it incorporates something else, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to still keep my wrap-up videos, but I think I'm going to incorporate it with like the next month's TBR picks and stuff, so it's like all in one. Anyways, I wanted to talk about what I've been reading. First of all, I totally forgot that I was reading My Merry Mistake until I went to my Kindle library and I was like, dang, I didn't even finish that book. So that's what I was doing today, and I'm like 70% in, so I think I'm gonna finish it today and then give you my wrap up like thoughts and stuff next video. But here it is. It is so cute. The fact that it's talking about Raya, I think that's how you say her name. It's R-A-Y-A, Raya, I'm guessing. That's what I'm gonna call her. She is like a businesswoman. Like she's about her business. This is like a reverse Grumpy Sunshine. It is by Courtney Walsh. I don't know if she's like a Christian author or if she just does like clean fiction. I don't know, like clean romance. I have no clue. This is the first Courtney Walsh book that I've read, and I absolutely love it. So I think I'm gonna start looking at more of her stuff. But Raya is about her business. Like she's like, nothing's gonna get in my way. No man, no family functions. Nothing. I'm about my business, and that's what she did, like until she got really sick. Like something happened, and she works for this, it's like a hockey romance too. I forgot to mention that. This is my first one, and it's cute. Like it's clean. There has not been like a spicy scene or anything like that, which I absolutely love, especially with this faith journey that I'm going on. If you are faith girly and you still read your smut, I'm not judging. This is just me and my preference now. But yeah, she's just like, I don't have time for this. She works for a hockey team, like as, I don't know, she's in the business side. And this guy is like really adamant about getting to know her, and she's like, no, like you're annoying. His name is Finn, and her sisters, I believe they are her sisters, are dating or with teammates from the hockey team. And they're just like, give him a chance. Like, he's very nice. She's like, no, he's childish. I don't want nothing to do with him. Anyways, I'm dealing with things in my own. Like, she has like this whole idea on how she's gonna date someone, because she's just like, I'm tired of being alone, kind of. But I also am sick of people telling me like, okay, you need to hurry up and date someone. So she has like this plan. She meets this guy, and She's just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it going. We're not gonna like catch feelings. We're just gonna play this for a little bit until I'm done. And Finn is just like, no, I'm really gonna try and pursue her. And he's really adamant, and she's just like, no, leave me alone. It's so cute. He has the biggest heart. I feel like he is not my type of book boyfriend, but someone that is just like, oh, like give him a shot. Like he is sweet. So yeah, that one's really good. I did finish Monday's Not Coming. Why didn't I listen to you guys when you said it's gonna rip your heart out of your chest, stomp on it, toss it in the trash, pull it out, put it through the shredder, and try and put it to, like, what? That was so crazy. I did not cry, but I was definitely on the verge of tears, just knowing the fact that that stuff really does happen in real life. Like, I can't, there's not even words. Like, and oh, back to my homegirl Brandy, like she's saying she doesn't rate books and stuff. I'm rating books, I'm giving them stars, but I'm not leaving reviews. Like, my star ratings shows if I like the book or not. And I don't know, like, I don't know how I'm going, like, I would love to give my opinions, but I just can't sit there and type a whole like long thing. Maybe I'll just do like a sentence or two, but that one, I think I'm gonna go back and put my review because, wow, Tiffany D. Jackson. Wow. Like, I don't even, there's just no words. Like, I have it right here. I read it on my Kindle though, but there's just no words. No words. Like, when my last video, I talked about how Claudia was like that friend. Like, get a friend like Claudia. And I feel like my bestie would do the same thing for me. Like, if I went missing, she's not gonna sleep until I'm found. And I do the same thing. Like, but then, like, at the end when everything came together and you're like, oh my gosh. That's all I'm gonna say, because I would talk about this book for a whole video. That I gave it like 4.25 stars. I could have given it like 4.5 or like even close to a 5, which I probably am gonna go back and give it like at least a 4.75, because the way that I'm feeling now that I'm talking about it deserves a higher rating. But I did give it, one thing I don't like about Goodreads, you can't do like 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. So I put a 4-star, but I think I'm gonna go back and do 5-star, and then on Fable, I'm gonna give it a 4.75. Even keep it at a 5. I don't know, just the way that I'm feeling now talking about it, it deserves a higher rating. So yeah. I DNF'd this. I was listening to it through audiobook and I just could not get into it. I don't know what it is. It could be the most amazing book. I don't know. But it's definitely a DNF, and I think I'm going to donate it because I don't need it on my shelf if I'm not going to read it. I don't feel like I'm going to pick it up anytime soon, so I could just pass it along. So it's The Great Divide by Christina Henriquez, and it's talking about the Panama Canal, like the people that worked there and the things that they went through. I don't know. I'm sure it's a beautiful story. It's just not me right now, and I don't think I'm gonna pick it up because I have a ton of other books to read. I started No Place Left to Hide by Megan Lally. This is another YA. For some reason, I was just like, wait, I have two YA books this month, but I'm listening to it. This is the book that I'm listening to going to work and coming home. It's a decent, like a short book, but so far it's good. Like nothing crazy is happening, but they're giving hints of what is to come, if that makes sense. And then I also started Atmosphere. Do you like my little bookmark? It's clouds. I thought it was fitting. I mean, even though it's not like space, but close enough. This one so far is getting my attention. Like, I started it last night, and I think I read like 25 pages or so. And it was already really late, and I was like, let me go to sleep. This could be picked up tomorrow. And I also have it on Audible. So I think either today or tomorrow, when I'm like going through my books, that's another thing that I want to do, is go through my bookshelves, just get rid of things that are not catching me. Like, I have so many books. I'm not gonna read all of these in a year. And there's just some that I'm like, why did I even pick these up? Like, it's not even something that I would read anytime soon. So, and I've done a lot of bookshelf clean outs and like unhaulings and stuff throughout my bookish time here. So I don't know if I'm gonna film it or talk about which ones I'm getting rid of. Maybe I will. But it's not like a whole lot. There's not gonna be stacks of books, because I've already done that. But there are some that I'm like, okay, like maybe I can just get rid of it. If I want to read it, I'll use my Kindle. I don't know. But yeah, so Atmosphere, it's like, I think I've read, I don't know if it's like 2 or 3 chapters already. But it's like building up. Like at the end of each, that's what I like about Taylor Jenkins Reid. I feel like at the end of each chapter, she makes it to where you want to keep reading. Like, okay, why did it end like that? Like, let me keep reading. And this is it's given that. Like, I want to keep reading, but last night I was like, I can barely keep my eyes open. So yeah. What else? Oh, the best book in the world. I am reading, like I said in my last video, I'm reading the book of Daniel. And first of all, if you read your Bible, my advice first, just don't open it and just read it and then close it. Like, really sit there. First of all, pray before you read, so that the Lord will give you like clarity and understanding for what he wants you to know that day, that moment. Because at first I was just reading, just to read. So, and I wasn't getting nothing out of it. It was just, okay, another story. But there's always something to learn in every story in the Bible. And you may think, okay, I'm just reading this doesn't pertain to what I'm going through, but there is a lesson in every story. Like, this is a guide, a life guide, and it's definitely guiding me the last few days that I've actually like been taking the time to sit in the morning, pray and read. There's just some things that I'm just taking to the Lord and allowing him to show me through his word what it is that he needs me to know in this season. So Daniel was under King Nebuchadnezzar, and him and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I'm gonna just say, like, they were just there to help. Like, okay, call them in, let me tell them what I need, stuff like that. I don't want to get like too detailed because it would be so hard to understand. But, and that's just not me. That's why if you need a Bible that you can understand, this is Christian Standard Bible, and this is the She Reads Truth. So easy to read, so easy to understand. There's like space to write. Before each chapter, it like breaks it down as to what that book of the Bible is talking about, and what God wants you to know through that book. But so Daniel was just chilling, and the king was just like, I'm having these like crazy dreams and these visions. Send all the magicians and the, psychics and all that over so they can tell me what my dreams are about. All of them come, and they're like, well, you tell me your dream so I can tell you what it means. And he goes, no, like if you are who you say you are, and you have all these, magic spells and potions, and, spirits are talking to you, you tell me what my dream is and interpret what it means. They couldn't do it. And so like Daniel is, doing what he's doing, and he, the Lord shows him like, hey, you need to do this. So he goes, and he's just like, he tells one of the king's helpers like, hey, I need to tell, like, I feel like I need to talk to the king about what his dreams are. And the king's like, who are you? Like, no, I have these people specifically for those reasons. And he was like, no, I really need to tell you because it's important. And he's like, okay, let me give it a shot. Daniel comes, hey, king, this is what you're dreaming, and this is what it means. And the king's like, wait, what? Huh? Like, how did you know that? Daniel's telling them, I serve a God that tells me and shows me and guides me. And he's just like, okay. He like interprets the first one, and the king's like, oh, bet, okay, let me build a statue so everyone can serve me. And when these trumpets and, harps and all these like instruments sound, everyone's gonna bow to the statue because I am the king. And the like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were like, we ain't doing that. Like, that's not what we're about. Like, no. They get thrown into the furnace, and then they see a fourth person in there. They come out burnt free. Like, no first degree, second degree, third degree burn, no melting of the skin, not even like smelling like a pack of cigarettes, nothing. Like, they came out unharmed. And the king was like, okay, who was that fourth person in there? And they were like, that was like an angel that was chilling with us, to protect us. The Lord sent that angel, blah, blah, blah. The king was like, what? And blessed them with, their stuff that they needed, the Lord was like, here, they need to be blessed, and you're gonna bless them because I saved them. The next dream vision that he has, okay, call Daniel, I need to know what this is about. He reveals what he dreamt or visioned, and this is what it means. You still think you're king of all and people need to worship you, but the Lord's telling you no. The king had to be humbled, and that was one thing that stood out to me. At the end of chapter 4 in this Bible, I'm guessing it will say it different in other versions, but it says, now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise, exalt, and glorify the King of the heavens, because all of his works are true and his ways are just. He is able to humble those who walk in pride. the Lord will humble you. Because he sure has me. Like, that part stood out so much. Like, we try, and I may just be talking to myself, we try to do things on our own and put everything before what God wants, because we play king of our lives. And the Lord's like, yeah, no. Like, you need to know what's going on. You need to know who gave you and who can take away. So yeah, that, I just wanted to, like, that was just amazing. I don't know, I was just sitting here this morning just sipping on my protein coffee and taking it all in. So I think right now I'm gonna put on the audiobook for Atmosphere and just tidy up my book room, do what I said about my shelves. Oh, I don't know if I showed this, but before I go, I think I'm gonna work on this today too, to put it on my shelf after I make some room. But my niece got my name because my husband's family, like, he just has one brother, like one sibling. And our families got together for, like, I think it was like the week after Christmas. Was it new? No, I don't remember. It was like a little bit after Christmas. Or that Sunday after Christmas, I should say. And we drew names, and my niece got me. And she's so sweet. I love her. Like, as soon as I open this, I'm like, yes, you know me. And she got me a little book nook. Super cute. I want to work on it. It's been sitting on my floor since that day. But I definitely want to work on this. I do have another one, like, up here that my granddaughter always wants to look at when she comes. So to have another one and her get to see is gonna be fun. So let me wrap this up, and I will talk to you in the next video. With that being said, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Talk to you later. Bye.